The Indian constitution provides for a democratic system in India. 100%. It's a basic structure doctrine. In preamble also it is present. Democratic republic, sovereign, it is present in the preamble also. So first I will tell that it is present in the basic structure doctrine, it is present in the preamble also. India is a democratic country, democratic republican country. Briefly analyze the constitutional provisions with regard to tyranny of majority and appeasement of minority. Tyranny of majority, appeasement of minority. See, 2017 question this is. Very good question, this is very interesting question, high standard question. Believing such questions will be also asked in future as well. Believing such questions will be asked in the future as well. So the question is all about tyranny of majority. You know, 95%, not 95%, 97% of the countries in the world are democratic now. It might be presidential form of government or parliamentary form of government, but it is having democracy. That is the beauty of 21st century, which is not the case in 20th century. In 20th century, only 20% of the countries are democratic country. But within 100 years, within from 20th century to 21st century, nearly 97% of the countries are democracy. Following democracy, leaving some South African countries, leaving North Korea, few countries. So what is this? First you have to write what is democracy. How I will write? If I am writing this answer, there is one particular famous thinker. If you remember some thinkers, you have to write about some thinkers. Plato also discussed about the same. Tocqueville, a French thinker, also discussed about things. He told that democracy is not advisable. Why? Because democracy is the tyranny of majority. For example, if all leave it, I will give you example of Kurdish. There is one particular territory in Iraq which is called as Kurdish. There is one particular territory called as Kurdish territory in Iraq. They voted against Iraq 100%. A referendum asking for a separate country for Kurdish people. But Iraq people, tyranny of majority, you are minority, you people want a separate country, keep quiet. They went, and whoever raised the voice to go away from Iraq, they were being killed. Recently, Catalonia had a referendum asking for separation from Spain. Means minority people are asking, but the majorities, no, it should become part of India, part of Spain. In the same way, when Article 370 was being abrogated in 2019, when I am giving you examples, when Article 370 was being abrogated, except Jammu and Kashmir state, rest of India kept status. Article 370 got abrogated, Article 370 got abrogated, Article 370 got abrogated. But who should keep it as a status? WhatsApp status, who should keep it? Jammu Kashmir people should keep. If Jammu and Kashmir people keep it, why? Because they are the people who are going to impact, not we. We are the majority sections. Those people are getting impacted if Article 370 has been removed. If they keep it as their status, it means they are happy. Rest of India is keeping, we are very happy that Article 370 has been removed. Now Jammu and Kashmir is part of India. What about the citizens of Jammu and Kashmir? If they keep it as a status, then 100% they are happy. So what is the intention of majority is fixed on the minority. Palestine, Israeli people, what they are doing, they are taking the houses, they are taking the area, they are taking the residences of Palestinian people, telling that now onwards there will be only one state which is called a Jewish state, which is going to be Israel. But whether Palestinians are accepting? No. Jerusalem is claimed by Palestinian, but Israel is telling that Jerusalem belongs to us. But what the Israel is claiming is happening, but not what Palestinians are telling. Why? Because Palestinians are minority. So in any part of the world, where the democracy is there, but the democracy is prevailing only for majority. It might be the parliamentary system, it might be presidential system. Why? Because we follow first past the post system. For example, if 3 people are contesting the elections, 33, 34. 3 people are contesting the elections. The 3 people got votes 33, 34. Who is the winner? Who got 34. Who are the losers? Who got 1 vote less, 33. Now, who is going to prevail? Whose rules are going to prevail? Whose executive resolutions are going to prevail? 34. But 66 people are against that 34. The 66 people are against 34. The 66 people, no one voted for 34. Only 34 people voted for him. But the 34 people who are majority are going to prevail. The aspirations of 34 people are going to prevail. That is the negative side of the democracy. But this is general, which is told by Plato, which is told by Tocqueville. But in India, we have to be positive, and which is true. In question itself they mention appeasement of minorities, but the constitution has provided for appeasement of minorities like right to equality, Article 14, no discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth. 16, public employment, equal opportunities in public employment, apart from religion, race, caste, place of birth, gender, as well as residence, as well as, one more is there, 7 are there. One more is there, what is that? I told you. Dissent. So, in dissent minority we should not do. Why? Because now it is part of fundamental rights. Article 25, right to have their religion, 25, 26, 27, 28. But main emphasis should be on 29 and 30. No discrimination based upon the religious minorities and linguistic minorities. No discrimination in the educational institutions establishment, because if it is a religious institution and religious minority institution and linguistic minorities institution. So, fundamental rights are helping the minorities. Now, the government responsibility is to implement fundamental rights. So, these fundamental rights are appeasement of minorities. Yes, there is a tyranny of majority, but however, the constitution has provided Bill of Rights in America and the constitution has provided fundamental rights in India, which is ensuring appeasement of minorities, which is ensuring rights of the minorities, which is ensuring guarantees of the minorities, which is ensuring safeguards for the minorities. So, our Indian constitution is, it seems to be tyranny of the majority, but because of the fundamental rights, there is also a concept called as appeasement of minorities. It's a duty of the state. It is a duty of the government which is elected by the democratic system to protect the rights of. So, where come the minorities are losing their rights? Where come the minorities are becoming slaves? No. Who is giving protection? Who is giving rights? Fundamental rights present in the constitution. So, how I will write about democratic system present in India, first past post system. It is a basic structure doctrine. It is also present in the preamble. So, democracy is a basic feature of our Indian constitution. There are thinkers like Plato, Tocqueville, who told that there is a tyranny of majority which is a disadvantage of democracy. But tyranny of majority, yes, who is going to win the votes? They are going to, their aspirations are going to fulfill. For example, if right-wing party comes into existence, like what happened in France, Macron will be working against the wishes of. With examples you will prove. After that what? How appeasement of minority by fundamental rights. Article 14, 15, 16, 25 religion, then 29 and 30. 29 and 30. These all will be appeasing. Finally, Indian positive answer it should come. Finally, Indian constitution is designed in such a way that which will be ensuring the democratic system, but however, it was been carefully designed such that the majority wishes should not be prevailed, the minority's aspirations need also to be considered, for which in the Constitution of India under part there is something called as fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are providing the soul for the rights of the minorities. Because of the fundamental rights, there is no tyranny of the majority. However, there is appeasement of minority. ప్రిలిమ్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నేను మెంటోర్షిప్ అని చెప్పా, చూసారా? ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్కి అన్నిటికీ ఆన్సర్ ఎలా రాయాలో చెప్తా ఉంటాను నేను. ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్కి అన్నిటికీ ఆన్సర్ ఎలా, గంటలో ఒక 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ తీసేసుకొని దీనికి ఆన్సర్ ఎలా ఉండాలి, దీనికి ఆన్సర్ ఎలా ఉండాలి, దీనికి ఆన్సర్ ఎలా ఉండాలి, మీరు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పే రోజుకో యూనిట్ మళ్ళీ రివిజన్ లాగా. మెంటోర్షిప్ అన్నాను గుర్తుంది. అది ఏం చేస్తారనంటే ప్రిలిమ్స్ అయిపోయిన తెల్లారి ఎక్కువ టైం తీసుకోను, ఎందుకంటే సెల్ఫ్ ప్రిపరేషన్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అవుతుంది. 1 గంట తీసుకుంటాను. ఐ విల్ బి వెరీ ఫాస్ట్, ఐ నో దట్. ఒకరోజు ముందు చెప్తాను, రేపు పొద్దున మనం ఏం చేస్తామనంటే జ్యుడిషియరీ అనే యూనిట్ చేస్తాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇండియన్ పాలిటీలో 4th యూనిట్, సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీలో 4th యూనిట్ అని చెప్పేసి రేపు అది చదువుకొని రండి అని అంటాను. 10 క్వశ్చన్లు ఇస్తాను ఎక్స్ట్రా. ఆ 10 క్వశ్చన్లు ఇస్తాను, లేకపోతే 10 టాపిక్లు ఇస్తాను. ఆ 10 టాపిక్ల మీద మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం అనమాట. సో ఆ 10 టాపిక్లు ఏంటంటే ఎక్స్ట్రా వాల్యూ అడిషన్ పాయింట్స్ యాడ్ చేసే విధంగా. అది ఆఫ్లైన్లోనే బాగా జరుగుతుంది. మిమ్మల్ని ఇక్కడ రమ్మంటాను, మీరు టకా ఏమేమి పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నాయో పాయింట్స్ టకా డెలివర్ చేసి వెళ్ళిపోవాలి, ఒక్కొక్కరు ఒక్కొక్క టాపిక్. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, మీకు పర్ఫెక్షన్ అయిపోతారు. వ్యాక్సినేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి అసలుకి, ఆ వైరస్కి ఇప్పుడు యాంటీ మైక్రోబియల్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ అనేది ఒక నేషనల్ పాలసీ ఉంది, దాని గురించి మనం మెన్షన్ చేయాలి. బయోఫ్యూయల్స్ అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా క్వశ్చన్ వస్తుంది, అది అప్డేట్ అవుతూనే ఉంది. కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్లో ప్రతి నెల వస్తుంది. మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్, ప్రతి నెల కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ బయోఫ్యూయల్స్ మీద ఉంది. అందుకే బయోటెక్నాలజీ అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇక కంట్రీ లాంటి ఇండియాలో ఎక్కడైతే ఆయిల్ రిసోర్సెస్ లేవో బయోఫ్యూయల్ ఈజ్ ఎ వెరీ గుడ్ ఆల్టర్నేటివ్. కానీ మనం రీచ్ కాలేకపోతున్నాం. ఆపర్చునిటీ కనబడుతుంది కానీ మనం రీచ్ కాలేకపోతున్నాం. సో ఇంకెలాంటి ఎఫర్ట్స్ పెట్టాలి, ఇంకా ఏం చేయాలి, గ్రాస్ రూట్ లెవెల్లో ఏం చేయాలి, విలేజ్ లెవెల్లో ఏం చేయాలి, అంతే కదా. గవర్నమెంట్ ఎక్కడో పాలసీ చేస్తే వర్కౌట్ అవుతుందా, గ్రాస్ రూట్ లెవెల్లో ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తే అవుతుందా? గ్రాస్ రూట్ లెవెల్లో ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలి. సో గ్రాస్ రూట్ లెవెల్లో ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి, అలా అనమాట. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద వెరీ గుడ్ క్వశ్చన్.